What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Today I am here to bring you an updated manga collection for 2024. I thought, considering near the end of the year, I would do an update to all my collection videos and do some collection videos for the first time. I have changed how my manga collection is set up. We have added in a third bookshelf, but without further ado, let's get cracking. So to start up here, we have Shaman King 1 to 32, which is complete. Phenomenal manga. Sad it kind of got cut short / cancelled. The anime is still really good, and the redo anime that's on Netflix is still promising so far. Next, we have the first 12 volumes of Entity. Now, this is an old Tokyo Pop one. I'm sad that a couple of the volumes have got some sun damage to it. I can't fully remember if this is complete or not. I still haven't read it. I just bought it and it's existing till I get round to reading it, unfortunately. But we come down a bit further. We've got the first 4 volumes of Berserk, the deluxe edition. I can't wait to continue buying more. Really excited to have it, and I can't wait to just have a full shelf of it. Coming on down here, we've got the first 3 of the Drifting Classroom collections, which is complete now. I did used to have these smaller volumes, but I wanted to upgrade it to these larger volumes done by Sig. Very nice quality. And then coming down here, you can see we have some of our Junji Ito collection. Let's just move this out the way. We've got Smashed, Gyo, Shiver. Oh my god, I can't read that through here. I think that says the Liminal Zone. I really can't read it from here. We got Fragments of Horror, Romina, and No Longer Human. Romina was really cool, to be fair. I did really enjoy that, but always loved the Junji Ito stuff. I really want to just kind of have this entire shelf as just like a horror shelf, really, which would be quite cool. Swiftly moving on down, we have 1 to 20 of Bakuman, which I think still holds my favourite manga. I loved reading it. It was just insane. Had such fun with it as well. And we've got the first 3 volumes of Vinland Saga. Again, I want to get more volumes of these. I kind of had the first. I think these are still the same that I had last time, and I wanted to watch the anime. And now I kind of, I've heard some bad things about how Vinland Saga goes on with the anime. I would prefer just to read the manga, really. And then we've got The Fist of the North Star Volume 1 and Saint Young Men Volume 1. Unfortunately, down here is my game stuff, which doesn't really matter for this video, at least. My boy, Togata Lemillion, my favourite character in My Hero Academia. We'll just move him out of the way. And some of our Haikyuu chibi things. But we've got a bunch of sort of short volumes here. We've got Shibuya Goldfish Volume 1, Inuyashiki Volume 1, Watoki, Love is Hard for an Otaku Volume 1. Oh god, I'm going to butcher this name. Mujirushi, The Sign of Dreams by Naoki Urasawa. Was a very good volume, to be fair. Ikigami, which is annoyingly quite hard to find. I hope they eventually do sort of like a deluxe edition. Terraformars, Volumes 1 to 3. Very cool and I think quite underrated. I really wish the anime was done better as well, and some of it is a bit hard to find in print. But I eventually want to own all of that. Now to go on to one that is just bloody hard to find is Bokurano. That is really, really hard to get now in the UK, which is a bit of a problem. But I have also seen there is an anime, which I didn't realise, on Crunchyroll, so I might give that a watch. As I've seen it is a mech sort of anime, or mecha, I'm not entirely sure. Fire Punch Volume 1. I want to continue with this, but as you can see, there's a bunch of sort of SIG volumes of Volume 1s and just things I want to eventually continue with reading, but just haven't bought and have bought other things instead. We've got Master Keaton, another Urasawa novel. Again, was really good, the Volume 1, but just I need to be bothered to buy more, really. Dorohedoro Volume 1. I don't think I'll continue with it unless they do better versions of it. Real Volume 1 to 4. Not complete, done by Takahiko Inoue. A phenomenal manga. Wish it was easier to get in the UK again. We got 20th Century Boys, Volume 1 to 8. Again, I want to pick this up in the deluxe versions now, as I think that'll be better, as the single volumes are a little bit harder to get again. Not crazy hard, but now that there is a better version, I would just prefer to have the better version. And we've got all of, essentially, Part 1 of Tokyo Ghoul, and I think maybe we creep into Part 2 a little bit, but Volumes 1 to 7. We got JoJo's Part 1, Volume 1 to 3. I'm not the biggest fan of JoJo. I don't exactly hate it. I just don't think it's my cup of pennies, really. So, unfortunately, we'll probably leave it there unless I want to read more, really. We've got a couple volumes of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Oracle of Season, Oracle of Ages. Yowamushi Pedal Volume 1. I would like to get more of that. That is a very underrated sports anime, I must say. Sad that they removed the first part of Crunchyroll, as I'd love to rewatch it. We've got Fruits Basket, Collector's Edition. Again, would like to get more. Prison School was alright, only got volume 1 of that. Ode to Kirihito. Jesus, that was difficult to read. An Osamu Tezuka one. Very, very cool. Odd. I don't think Osamu Tezuka is for everyone, or just his style of stuff. I'm not, 100% fluent in it, but I enjoyed what I read at least. Devilman, the sort of the big volume, sort of, I don't know whether it's deluxe. But I haven't read that yet, but have bought it, obviously. But we got Tekken Concrete, the bloody bane of my manga existence. It doesn't fit or anywhere for size, which is a big old bloody pain. So just coming down here, moving some stuff out of the way, we've got the Mobile Suit Gundam Origin, volumes 1 to 3, and a stack of Pokemon cards. We got All You Need Is Kill, which is done in a live action film now called Edge of Tomorrow. Really good film, really good book. Goodnight Pun Pun, volume 1, Solanin, which is just its own complete one and done. We got Monster, volumes 1 to 3. Again, would like to buy more. The second volume is crazy sun faded, which sucks. We got Downfall, which was a one and done, really, really good, by Inio Asano. We got Planet, which they're 2 volumes, both done, is in like, you only need these 2 volumes. Was really, really good, a nice sci-fi series. We got the Flowers of Evil, complete volume 1. Again, I would like to buy more. I'll probably stop saying it now. If you see volume 1 and I don't say I don't want to read it, it's probably because I want to get more, but I just haven't bothered. Sadly, Vagabond is a bit harder to get in the UK, which is a problem. That one I do really want to get more of. I was really enjoying it. We got the first 2 of Gantz, the first omnibus of Tsubasa, the first 2 of I Am Hero, the first of Orange, the complete 5 centimeters per second, the first of Blood Lad. We've got some Upside Down of more Osamu Tezuka and Satoshi Kon stuff. We got Mouse, or MM I think it's called, Dream Fossil, Opus, and Tropic of the Sea. I think I have to turn that around, to be fair. I didn't even realise that was like that, and that's kind of bothering me. I'm going to keep this in just for my crazy OCD of the fact that you get to see me being in a complete bub. We've got some more sort of horror-esque ones. We've got the first of the Flowers of Evil, which I can probably get rid of now. We've got volume 1 of The Ring, although there is a volume 0. Uzumaki complete, the first 2 of Sankareya, and then we've got volumes 1, 4, and 5 of Zatch Bell. I would like to get more of Zatch Bell, as it was a really cool anime when I was younger. But swiftly moving on down here, we've got all of Slam Dunk, volumes 1 to 31. I would probably say if Bakuman isn't my favourite, then Slam Dunk is. We got 1 to 6 of Dead Man Wonderland. We got 1 to 6 of Absolute Boyfriend, which is complete. The first 2 of Hellsing. The first volume of I Love Halloween. The first volume, if you can see, of We've got the first volume of Dragonhead. The first volume of Beyblade and Rave Master and Batum. Rave Master and Beyblade I would like to get more of. Dragonhead is really expensive over here, which sucks. The first 3 of Kimi ni Todoke. The first volume of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal or Zexal, the first 4 of High School DxD, prefer the anime, not really a fan of the manga sadly. The first 2 of 5Ds, the first of GX, the first 3 of Seraph of the End, 1, 2 and 4 of Haikyuu, and the first 2 of Monster Hunter, so some just random volumes there. Then we've got some volumes down here, the first 3 of Citrus, a volume of Love on the Job, Dark Hunters, The Ice Wanderer. I'm struggling to read these sideways, to be fair. The first one of Blade of the Immortal. The first, or I think it's just complete, of Ichiren. 1,000 Needles, No Longer Human. The Wolf and Cub, The Path of the Assassin. And then Cross Game, which I've heard is quite good, to be fair. But again, I've still not read it. The 1,000 Needles and No Longer Human ones are very hard to get now in the UK again, which is unfortunate. So having stood back up, we have Kuroko's Basket, volume 1 of 2 of Last Game. We've got all of Dragon Ball, volume 1 to 16. Although it's not all here, we have volumes 1 to 20 of The Promised Neverland. The rest is upstairs as I'm reading it. And then we've got the first 3 volumes of Bloody Monday, a few volumes of StarCraft. Coming down to here, we have the first volume of Hajime no Ippo. Would love that to get a physical English release. One day, I hope, at least. We've got Blue Spring, which is a one and done, its own thing. The first volume of Astra, Lost in Space. A volume of Portus, which is a one and done complete thing. And Barrage, volume 1 and 2, which is sadly complete. It got cancelled and we'll never get any more, which sucks. We got all of Parasite, although I'm not fully sure if that's all of it. It's all that's released here, but they are doing some deluxe versions of it. We got the first 10 volumes of Katekyo Hitman Reborn. There is only 16 here in the UK. Sadly, that isn't even all of it, so I've just kind of left it at 10. We've got the first 9 volumes of Lights Out, an old Tokyo Pop one again. Don't know if that's complete, still haven't read it. The same with ID Entity. The first 21 volumes of Bleach with my boy Kenpachi. Got the first 3 volumes of Hikarano no Go. I started reading the first volume this the other day, and it actually is quite cool, and I do want to continue with reading it. Got Black Butler, UQ Holder, and Ma Volume 1. Next, coming down here, we've got all of Naruto up to volume 72. We've got the first 6 volumes of Death Note. I kind of prefer this to the sort of like black, bigger volumes. I think these just look cooler, although I hate that the Shonen Jump logos are different, but hey, I will have to ignore that for now. We've got all 19 volumes of Opart's Hunter. It's done by the brother of Masashi Kishimoto. Very cool. You can see it had a lot of love for Naruto in it as well. It's basically like a fairy tale mixed with Naruto, or like a Rave Master mixed with Naruto, if you like. We've got an array of Sergeant Frog volumes. They are not in order, but I think let's have a count. We've got 4, 8, 12. We've got like 15 maybe volumes there. I don't even know if I like it. I've just been finding them at charity shops, and I hope one day to just have it all randomly. Over here, we got the first 14 volumes of Food Wars. I used to really, really love Food Wars, and then I just sort of fell off of it. Maybe one day I'll finish it. The first 3 volumes of Pandora Hearts. The first 8 volumes of Battle Royale. I hate that one doesn't have the Tokyo Pop logo, and I hope one day we get a sort of deluxe version in the UK. I probably do need to have some look and some research on Amazon to see if there are things like that coming out, as I have been lacking. The first 9 volumes of Case Closed. The first 5 volumes of Twin Star Exorcist. And volume 1 of Fairy Tail and 7 Deadly Sins. The first 10 of Ice Shield 21. Very good anime as well. Has a bit more powers implemented into it for a sports anime, but still very, very cool. The first 2 of Blue Exorcist. The first volume of Maruko-chan. A very cool horror. The first volume of Rosario Vampire, the first 2 of Hunter x Hunter, and the first 2 of Hour of the Zombie. I would like to get more of Hunter x Hunter now that he is back on the grind, even if very slow. But it would be nice. I've been wanting to sort of like rewatch it, so it might be a good time. Time to get Todoroki out the way. The first volume of Siren, very good premise. I think I should continue with it. The first 8 of One Punch Man. The first 6 of Black Clover. The first of GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. We have the first 5 of Bakugaimon. We have a bunch of Durarara, the first 4 volumes, and the next 2 done. But again, those are in the wrong order. Let's quickly put that back. Hoo-hoo. That's better for anyone's OCD. The first 6 of My Hero. We've got a bunch of volume 1, so I'm just going to read them all out. Requiem of the Rose King, D. Grey Man, World Trigger, Jujutsu Kaisen, Say I Love You, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, Nisekoi, Jack Frost, and Mao. Now, World Trigger, D. Grey Man, and Requiem for Rose King I would like to continue. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think with it being finished, I'm going to wait for the box set to come out and just buy that. We've got the first box set of Pokemon Adventures, and then the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum one, Volume 5. We've got the full, before the full Volume 1, and the first 13 of Attack on Titan. I want to get the sort of big colossal editions of Attack on Titan now. We've got the first 9 of GTO, the 14 Days in Shonen, Volume 1 of Genshiken, and the first 3, which I think is complete, which is the first 7 volumes of Zero's Familiar. Up here we've got all, oh god, I think it's 23 volumes of Claymore. We are 27 volumes of Claymore. It's not even been too long since I've read this. It was phenomenal, and I want to keep that idea of Claymore in my head, just like leave it some time, come back to it and read it again. Coming down here, we have all 78 volumes of the Japanese Major, a manga that I would love to have physically in English, rather than the silly thing that I did where I got really involved with watching this show and binging it and just buying all of it in Japanese when I can't read Japanese. And then we've got some various volumes of Japanese here. It's sort of about 4, 5, 6, 16 volumes in Japanese. They're more for when I eventually want to learn to read Japanese. But overall, thank you very much for watching. There hasn't been too much of an update from 23 to 24. I do need to get a bit better with buying stuff. I have sort of started buying again, and I do want to continue. I think to the best of my knowledge, there's maybe been about 50 to 60 more volumes that have been added, which isn't terrible, I know. But I've definitely been more focused on buying like films and TV shows. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching this collection update. I now have a lot more room and things. The video games will go somewhere else as well. They're just there for now. As you can see, it's still in the transition of moving. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, and tune in for more collection videos. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.